I'm on a porch, get money, you know that we never could get a divorce. Say you the plug when nigga might have been the source. Why me pull up in that brand new Porch? Come through, I teach you this shit like a chorus. Bitch, I'm like Ghost, I got power, of course. Invested my money and ran up a check. Now man, I hot like a motherfucking torch. I got a habit, gotta keep going, cause I cannot get stagnant when you getting money. Welcome back to On the Porch, man. We are back again. Another week. Another opportunity, y'all. We are happy to be back with y'all. Welcome back. I'm happy y'all chose to come back and listen to us this week, man. We got some good game to give y'all. Of course, man, you here with your host, Mike, and you got your other host.
You here with your boy, BJ Riley, man. Y'all can follow me at _BJ Real.
Wait, y'all know what to do. Y'all follow me at gi.mike_. Super simple. Go follow me. Hit me up. But more importantly,
make sure y'all liking and subscribing, man. We're on all platforms, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, everywhere, Spotify. Y'all go follow us, man. We're everywhere. Everywhere, man. Y'all want to get this message out to other people. We want to make sure that we are helping people. Hey, send this to 5 people, right? Send this to 5 people. Look, I'm going to say this. If you send this to 5 people, you know, and you send it to me, the first 3 people that do that, I give you $50 a piece. Simple. I give you $50. That easy. Easiest $50 you ever made.
$50. Send it to 5 people. First 3 people that do it, hit me up. I'm gonna send you $50. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my word. DM me. I got you.
And you gotta make sure you subscribe when you do it.
Oh wait, you gotta subscribe too. Please be sure to subscribe. But man, how was your week this week, man? How was it?
Man, my week going pretty well. I've been in talks with a deal in Decatur, Georgia. Just going back and forth on that, just trying to see if it's a good deal or not. Actually getting on a call with him this evening and just seeing where we go from here with it. It's a great opportunity, so I just basically been on that for the most part. But other than that, it's been pretty well. Can't complain. How about you, man?
Man, my week been pretty smooth, man. Pretty smooth. Of course, you know, we just been working, just grinding, you know. Pretty much, of course, through your week, you be goddamn at something. Right now, we still got this flip, guys. I mean, if y'all know us, supposed to flip a long time ago, bought it. It's still in the market, guys, and this is just something you just got to learn from. You know, this is just a learning experience for us.
Done learn 21 lessons
more
from this flip, man. Right now, it's looking like a great rental property.
You know what I mean? And that tells you a lot. But it's cool, though. You know, we're not tripping about it. But ultimately, so, you know, every week, you know, you hear something from the realtor, still no offers yet. It just get a little discouraging sometimes. But you got to be able to encourage yourself and just understand that, hey, this week, I just been have to remind myself, like, what are you stressing for? You still good. You still got different options. No need to stress. So, I ain't tripping. But other than that, though, week has been phenomenal, though. Been great. Been working through a lot of stuff. What you about to say?
I was about to say, I was letting you finish.
Oh, yeah. So, shit, been a smooth week. Been a week full of, hey, man, it's just pretty much been one of those regular weeks. You know?
Been at it. About to finish the week strong.
That's it. I mean, we closed the deal this week, you know. Thank God for that.
Thank God.
We've been blessing up. I think we closed the deal every week this October. At least one.
That's strong.
That's good. So that's a blessing for real. So, you know, 4 weeks straight closings.
Yeah.
Now we got to fill the pipeline back up. But we're going to do that.
So let's get into this podcast, man. So me and Mike, we were kind of split on this topic. I wanted to bring it to the platform and talk about it. So we have a friend of ours that was basically on a full ride scholarship, had a scholarship to play football. So what full ride scholarship means is they're going to pay your way all the way 4 or 5 years, however long you want to do it. They're going to pay your way through college. Just lay it out on a red carpet. Just pay your way through college. So he was on a full ride scholarship to attend school and just study and get his degrees, any degrees that he wanted. So he ultimately ended up dropping out of college to pursue his entrepreneur ambitions and goals. So me personally, I was always like, I just came up, the goal is to just get your college paid for. That's when you go to college. If your college is free, go to college. So you work hard all your life playing sports and stuff and paid the way and got your tuition paid for, go to college. You got the scholarship, just go to college, do it. You want to start, you don't want to use your degree. You just want to start your your own business after college, go ahead and do that. But if someone's willing to go ahead and pay all 4 years for you, I just don't think that's a smart decision to go ahead and pass that up. Honestly,
so obviously,
like what?
I feel like when you leave, as long as you leave with a purpose behind why you leaving, it makes sense. I'm with it leaving because I'm with it because this individual you're talking about. They're doing something great. They're doing something that is pretty amazing. They're young. They decided to start when they was 19, 20 instead of waiting until they was 23, 24. And I do not disagree with that. The reason that I don't disagree with it is because a lot of people when you get a full ride, you have to do a full ride for something. So they did a full ride for football.
It's a trade-off.
It's a trade-off. So basically they say once they found out about entrepreneurship and the way money works for real and the way the college system is, they realized that, bro, this really don't make sense. And they really stopped liking the sport. So if you stop liking the sport, what you finna do? You finna go out there and slave for them just so they can pay for your school for something that you don't want to do anyways? That doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather just go ahead and start my entrepreneurship journey earlier, go ahead and get started, because if I put those same 4 years in that I was going to put in on a football field or a school, I might as well just go ahead and go put that shit in on my own business, and therefore I'm going to go ahead and already go be successful in what I already want to do in my career path. And then this person already has a 6-figure company. Why not? They made the right decision if you ask me.
But honestly, so you don't think that opportunity would have been there for them after they got their degree? Or
because you got to take advantage of the opportunity and the time out of opportunity. Who says that all this shit was still going to be available at that point? It could be more available at that point, but why wait? If they already understand that I do not like what I'm doing no more. And we already know when you're doing football and you're doing it lazy, you end up getting injured or some shit. And yeah, they might still pay for your college, but at the end of the day, why even do that where you can risk your body for a longevity if that's something that you don't want to do?
Honestly, I just think it's a little risky because he already has one route. They're going to pay for his school. All you have to do is show up to workouts. Don't be late. Stay on the team. You don't even got to play. All you got to do is just stay up, be a positive guy, and just show up to workouts. Just show up. For 4 years, and you would get a degree.
But that's something
and it's paid for.
But
why would anybody, and y'all let us know in the comments what y'all would do if you have a scholarship that's paid for. They're paying $50,000 plus a year for you to go to school and play this game of any type of sport. They're paying for it, and for you to go to class every day. Y'all let me know if y'all would have stayed or y'all would have continued to try to pursue your 6-figure business before the end of your 4-year term of college.
I ain't gonna lie.
I just feel like that's a very risky thing to do, and he should, like, honestly, I'd have probably, like, my advice for him at the time probably would have been just stick out, get your degree, because you always could just use your degree for whatever, and after that, pursue your entrepreneurial goals and ambitions after you get the degree that's paid for.
Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You go to school, and I'm gonna go sit here and slave for these folks for 4 years because they want to give me 50. They want to give me. It is slaving if it's something you don't.
Sports are fun.
But that obviously wasn't fun to them. They literally said it. If they wanted to do that, would have did that. They said they didn't want to do that. Did they not say that?
Did you have fun playing sports?
I was ready to get the fuck up out of there too, especially when I started.
When you was at practice, when
I started making money, that shit was way more fun. When my mama could call me and ask for some money, I could send her $500. It may not been that much, but I could send her $500. That shit way better. That shit felt way better because I wasn't worried about going to the league or nothing.
Okay, but the person I'm talking about, he possibly could have made it to the league.
But the thing is, though, they didn't give a fuck about going to the league. They didn't even like the shit no more. They didn't like it no more.
Oh my gosh.
Why would they still want to do that? Why would I sit here and waste all this time, injure myself, bang my body up when I understand that this is not even my dream. This is not even my goal anymore. This is not something that I want to do. Yes, it's free college. What the fuck ever. Whoop the fucking do. That's great. To everybody that does get free college, you choose to go. But this individual obviously already knew what they wanted to do.
So you don't think he was rushing just a little bit? He couldn't wait or he could even graduate it probably in 3 years if he like just stacked up on his classes or something. You don't think he rushed a little bit and just could have got his degree real quick?
I don't think he rushed. And then from the standpoint of you saying that's pretty risky.
It is risky.
What I learned was the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. So therefore, I will take the riskier path because I understand if I've calculated it, it may be a big risk, but I understand that it's gonna come with a big reward.
So I'm trying to see, because a lot of people that's watching this podcast, they're probably in their youth, probably just graduated high school or a couple years out of high school. Like, what should they be thinking about or contemplating on whether they should go to college or not? Because I know it's probably it's a richer path to go the entrepreneurial route, but
It's a riskier path.
it's a riskier path.
And you gotta work harder.
But it's on your own time. So, like, what should they be thinking about and what should be running through their head when they're making that big decision, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old, deciding, should I go to college or should I just step out in the real world and just work a job or go get my own money for myself?
They should be the first thing they should think about, do I even have the money to do this, or I'm just about to go put myself in a whole bunch of debt for some shit that I really don't even want to do. So first you got to make sure that college
does come with that.
A lot of people just be like, I'm going to college because I see all my friends going to college, so I feel like it's almost like you're peer pressure too.
Yeah, because college felt like, because me just being an athlete coming out of high school, it felt like if you didn't have a plan already or like a scholarship or a set school that you were going to, it felt like you kind of failed. Because like from K to 12, all we learned was you gotta go to college.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So I had friends, like I had a couple offers or what have you, and some people, they just would come and talk to me and be like, you got all these offers and these looks and stuff, this interest, and I have nothing. And I could just see it in their face. They was like hurt.
Ooh,
they thought it was like no other route for them. They just was like, you got this going on for you, and I don't have nothing. I don't even play.
Yeah.
So like I just felt that when they looked at me. So it's just like,
Yeah. True.
all the time, it's like that's what we're programmed to think. Like you have to go to college to be successful. But man, there's so many other ways you can make money with your hands. You can start your own business. You could hop off
Get a trade.
and get a trade. You could go do a couple months and start working for an IT company, man. There's so many other ways that you could get out here and make money other than college. Don't feel defeated or just like you lost the battle if you don't have your mind set on going to college. There's other ways to get out here and get up and go get it other than going to college.
But you got to get up and go get it, though. That's the thing. If you don't go to college, you got to go get up and get it. Because ain't going to be nobody there to tell you that you need to go do it. That's going to be the difference, though.
Yeah.
Because when you in college, you have someone telling you when to go to class, when to go to school. Then you're going to have your career path counselors. You got to go meet them. They going to tell you what internships will take. They going to tell you all that stuff. When you not doing that, you just jumping out here on a limb and just like, bruh, I have to make myself get up every day. I have to make myself be on a routine every day. I have to literally tell myself when I need to work and when not to work. Yeah. Now that's the hard part because a lot of people don't got enough discipline to do that, and that is why that's why entrepreneurship not for everybody. I'm not saying it's meant for me, but at the end of the day, I know one thing is that I'm disciplined. I'm very self-disciplined.
Yeah.
If you're self-disciplined, you can do damn near anything, and I believe that I can do anything. That's just what it is. Just because if I just put the time in and I'm just consistent at it, and I actually have a routine to get there, it can happen. Another thing that y'all definitely should be looking at when going to college is the major you're going for worth it? Bro, you should, I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna be completely honest. If you're not going to school to be a doctor, a lawyer, or something in that nature, you should not be going to school.
Or if you don't have like a family member or somebody that you know personally that's doing well off in a degree or major that they went to college for, man, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I went to school for
just do your due diligence and do your research, because a lot of people get there and they're like, okay, I could go to college, and it's like no one in my family went to college, so you're trying to make a decision on what you want to do, and you don't even know what you're gonna do is gonna lead to something or something that you're gonna like to do.
Yeah, but a lot of I learned. I was in school for marketing. right? This is when I knew I was leaving school. So back in 2019,
I left school too.
Back in 2019, bro. Like I was in school for marketing, like I said. You already know I was in college. I was running the marketing team there for school. I was running the marketing team. But listen, fuck, you messed me up. But listen up.
It was in the marketing team.
Nah, for real. So basically, when I went to school, and then I went to school in 2018. 2019, before my sophomore year, I started in marketing medicine. You remember I did that, right?
Yeah.
Because I was doing all the marketing at school. I was in school for marketing. So therefore, I was trying to get into my career path. I was not bullshitting. Like I was like, I'm finna. By the time, if I would have stayed in school, I probably would have been fucking the head nigga at JU or something. By that time, I finished school.
You would probably have a JU shirt on right now.
I would be making the six figures right now.
Everybody would
running
be
their marketing program.
Yeah.
Like, cause I was already running that shit at the school for the sports and shit. So I realized. So when I came home, this is when I knew I was gonna leave. I came home. I started working at this marketing firm because I'm looking for marketing internship. This is how I end up here. This is MLM, going door to door. I started going to this marketing firm, and I started working there. I realized later on it was door to door, shit like that, but that's cool because at the end of the day, that shit taught me tons of information about being an entrepreneur, about the real world, about how the system really set up, and that's where it really got my mind set at, right? So when I was there, I end up making it to a team lead position or whatever, right? You know, you move up in the rank in these MLMs, right? So I end up moving up in the ranks. I become a team lead or whatever, blah, blah. I start building my own team. So, I start interviewing people. I start hiring people at the firm. Now, mind you, at this point, to my own horn, I was making like 2 bands a week. You feel me? Because I was down there highest paid salesman in the country for that company.
What's the company?
I was at Clockwork Concepts, but I don't even think they open anymore because it's COVID. You know, you really can't go door to door, so they probably put them up. I left before then though.
Yeah.
But and it was for Power. If y'all see Power, exterior home remodeling, that's what it's for. So I'm going door to door and stuff like that, right? But at that point, I'm going hiring people. I realized I was gonna leave school, and I used to be going to interviews. I go on an interview. I get these folks' resume, of course.
Yeah.
I get their resume. These folks, college graduates, masters at marketing degree.
Master?
Shit like that, bro. And you're here getting interviewed by a 19-year-old boy.
That dropped out in 2 years.
That dropped out of college. But at that point, I came back to school that next year. But you remember, I was already contemplating leaving school at that point.
Yeah.
Cause I was just gonna stay at that company because they tell you the whole thing, the whole structure. You got that move up, boom, boom, they get your own business, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was finna do that. I was dead ass about to leave school. I was not finna go back. Like I was done. But then I had ended up going back because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back or whatever, boom, boom. But that's besides the point. My point is, when I was over here interviewing these people with full blown ass degrees. You listen to a 19-year-old boy that just graduated high school last year, and I'm gotta hire you. You gotta work for me, damn. You gotta work under me. And I realized, bro, this shit, I don't need no degree to do this shit.
Yeah.
Cause the nigga, the person that owned the company was 24. He didn't have no degree. 24-year-old. Bro, I was like, at that point, bro, he drove an AMG and everything, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done. That shit makes sense. But I went to school. I went back, but eventually, long story short, I haven't left school the year after that. So
yeah, so when you're just getting out of college or a couple years out of college and you're making that decision on whether you want to go to school or not and pursue a degree, just go out and look for some social proof. Have a plan. Like find people that in your life that are successful in a degree that you want to do. Just don't hop in a degree because it sounds good or you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do business, so I'm going to get a business degree. Make sure that degree is beneficial for you.
And you're going to make a return on that degree. Cause
yeah, I was just about to get in that. Make sure you understand that what degree or whatever school you decide to do, there's going to be debt that comes with that. That debt has to get paid back.
For sure.
Biden is forgiving 10 to 20,000.
I think he is, but this
depending on
it's still going through the appeal with the fucking court right now. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That shit is going through the appeal right now.
I didn't even know that.
So if they grant that shit, that shit's over with. Like, you gotta wait. But this degree shit, this college shit, bro. We gotta look at everything as an investment, pretty much. And I really learned this as I've been doing investing and stuff, bro.
It's an investment.
It's an investment. So therefore, if I'm gonna go, make sure before you go to school, make sure you're gonna be making enough money to be able to pay that debt back. Because a lot of people go to school, get $250,000 in debt, but their job only paying. It's hard to find a job, first of all. Then they get a job and they only paying $50,000 or $70,000 or $100,000 a year, which that really only, after taxes and everything, that only equal out to probably fucking $60,000 a year.
You be paying that for 30, 40 years.
And then with that $6,000, you still gotta pay your bills. You still gotta pay this, you still gotta pay that. So guess what? Most of that money is not even going towards the debt that you got into.
Not at all.
So therefore, it ain't like you could just take that salary that you get for that job, that $100,000 salary, and put it back into the debt. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You gotta pay your taxes, pay your bills. Then that's gonna be another bill. You gotta pay that debt. So you're gonna be paying that for years and years and years to come. So you gotta make sure that that degree that you are getting is getting a good return on your investment. It's an investment, guys.
So you think you should just drop out of school and be an entrepreneur instead of getting a degree that's paid for?
I think you should. I think you should. Now, I'm not saying for everybody, because if you got a plan, you got the right mind on your shoulder, and you got the right head on your shoulders, my bad.
Yeah.
If you got the right head on your shoulders, and you understand this is what I got to do to get this free ride, this full ride, is something that I'm not willing to put up with. And I know I got a better option out there for me. And you got a paradigm shift, because that's what happened. They just got a paradigm shift. They started reading books. Rich Dad Poor, they started reading stuff. And they realized that was something that they did not want to do. They didn't want to go work out and all that shit for a full ride scholarship. They didn't want to have to go to school every fucking day for a full ride scholarship. They didn't want to put they didn't want to put those 4 years in to do that. They would rather put those 4 years into entrepreneurship, so they can go out there and get what they want to get. I mean, I can't be mad at them, but that's only if you're in that position. But if you're not in that position, then I say fucking stay. Shit. If you ain't got nothing else, if you don't have a plan, if you ain't got nothing else going on, you just like, I want to drop out of school because I don't like it. And I don't know what I'm about to do. Don't do that shit. That's stupid.
Sound lazy.
You just sound lazy. That means when you get out here in the real world, you still ain't going to want to do shit. So especially if you got a full ride. So if you got a full ride, I'm not saying leave. But that's not a lot of people's situation.
Yeah.
That's a very small situation. People that get fucking full rides, most people that get full rides not even watching shit like this right now. I guarantee you.
They not. They watching
they film right now.
They watching Saquon Barkley highlight tapes, Odell Beckham catch. They watching.
And ain't nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, you're studying your craft. They're studying their craft. That's what you do. I get it. Because that's something that you want to do. So that's cool. Shit, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't listening to no podcast or nothing until I started getting interest in real estate. Yeah. Like I used to be at work listening to podcasts for 12 hours, just in there, just listening to anything I can, because it's like, what I'm gonna do for 12 hours working in a warehouse? Yeah, I might as well just turn on a podcast and just develop this mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So long story short, man, the end of college, whether you should stay in school or not stay in school with the college field, just do your research. Don't just be going to college just to attend homecoming week and all the glitz and glamours of it. Just make sure it's beneficial to you, and make sure it's going to be an asset to your life. Make sure it's going to be something that could help your family down the road. Just don't do it for just the glitz and glamour. Just make sure it's something that's going to be beneficial to you in the long run.
For sure, for sure. Make sure it's something beneficial, bro. And then with us saying this with that glitz and glam, and it's because it's fun and all that stuff. I just want to know, do you... I don't think life hard. I don't think life... You think life hard?
Life is hard.
Life is hard?
Yeah.
You think life... I do not think life.
No, it's not hard. It's not. Honest. Hey, by me, honest.
I don't think life is hard. Now, of course, we're still young as hell, right? Yeah. We have not experienced shit yet, obviously.
Yeah, my mom said I could come back home anytime I want.
We're young.
I'm not scared to do nothing.
Right, exactly. Right? I'm a little scared. Y'all know I got a fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got a kid on the way now, guys. We already know it's out there now. I mean, it's out there, nigga.
First time you dropped it on the podcast?
First time I was on the podcast, man. Got a little boy on the way. No cap.
A little boy? What's his name?
Michael Baker III. No, but no, for real. So of course I'm a little rich, but I'm still a risk taker like crazy. But life is not hard. Now the reason that I say this is because I was just thinking one day, I think it was probably like Tuesday, and I was just like, bruh, I don't think life is that hard. I think we make it harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I say I think we make it harder than it has to be is because we don't take it serious early enough. Mm-hmm. That's why I say life is hard for a lot of people, because we don't take it serious early enough. Now, this is not our faults most of the time. Most of the time, we don't take life serious early is because we got older people like, man, enjoy it, have a good time, man. You know, you got the rest of your life to work. Yeah. You know, enjoy. This stuff I've been told.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but you young. Go ahead and do that and have your fun.
But have fun and stuff. So they tell you young, fuck up, blah, 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 instead of telling you to take life serious. Now, this is why they saying that, because they're calling this paradigm of when I get old, when you get 30, that's when you take life serious. When you got a family and kids.
Yeah, you got time.
No, you don't have time. And that's why you should take it more serious while you're young. So the reason that life is hard is because people wait so long to take life serious. Now, life is hard when you start taking it serious. But it's gonna be hard when you take it serious. That's why when people that you hear say life is hard, it's people that's 40, 50. Because they didn't start taking life serious until they were 35.
They're taking those actionable steps.
Yeah, exactly. To make life easy.
Yeah.
So you got to start taking those serious steps at an early age so that you can make life easier. Yeah. Now, when you start taking life serious, it's going to get a little hard. Like for us, sometimes that shit be a little hard. Yeah. But it's because we decided to take it. We decided to put the hard shit on the forefront. So on the back end, it could be easier.
I'm trying to knock it out.
Exactly. So we got to make sure that we got to become serious about life earlier. That way, the hard shit could go ahead and come. Let's go ahead and put it on the forefront. Let's go ahead and put it on my plate right now, so I can make it through the hard shit and get to the easier side. Right? Yeah. Now, it's not going to be hard by the time I know it's not. By the time we're 25, 30, 40, but it's not going to be hard because we took all the actionable steps that are necessary to be able to live that life of an easy life. Now, of course, you're still gonna have problems, right? That's how life. Being a human. God is gonna give us problems, right? We're gonna have issues that come up in life. We're gonna have things, but we gotta understand that the harder things, such as how we're gonna pay our bills, or how we're gonna take care of our family, or that's gonna be taken care of, and we gotta be honest about it, dog. We gotta be honest about it. A lot of people be like, I feel like a lot of people that goes, money doesn't make you happy, or they never had money.
Yeah, money doesn't bring happiness.
They either they've never had money before. If they say money does not bring happiness of some sort, they either never had money before, or they just they haven't made money before. They haven't.
Yeah, because we spent a lot of money in Houston, and
I was happy.
I had a ball in Houston.
I was pretty happy. But the thing is, my point in saying that is because I don't know why people do that all the time. They be like, dang, bro, like, so if we taking our steps to get our career set up, but we know we got a bigger purpose. We're doing that right now for a reason. We got a bigger purpose. We understand we got a family to take care of. It's not because when I say money, I'm not just talking about tangible money. I'm saying like, oh yeah, we finna get a bag, we finna get some money, we get money today. That means I'm talking about, oh, I'm changing my family's life. I'm changing my family trajectory. I'm building a legacy, right? You feel me? I'm good mentally. I'm good physically. That's what I mean by we get money today.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave something behind.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm just getting cash. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Because money is something that's valuable. When I say money, it means something that's valuable. I'm getting something that's valuable to us. And of course, we still get some cash too, you feel me? But we gotta understand that money does bring happiness of some sort. So what I mean is, when we are putting this stuff in on the front, we're putting this working on the front, we understand that a lot of those issues that come along with money, that won't be a problem too much. You feel me? Besides taxes, because goddamn, we got to pay them.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, it's kind of like we just putting that stuff out there. Other stuff we'll have to worry about, it won't be related to money. It may be related to, stuff about family and marriage. Stuff like that can be fixed or be taken care of by money.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm having a problem with my marriage, or I'm having problems with my family or something like that, or a health issue, and my great uncle or something need a kidney or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
I could pay for it.
Yeah.
I could pay for counseling. I could do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you agree with me with that, but I just think that honestly, if you think money can't bring happiness, then you just ain't had money. Most of the problems that we deal with is, especially in the black community, is from money. If you had money, no problem would not exist. Now you may get some more problems, but hey.
Yeah, I agree. Like, life isn't hard, but what I think we just get too comfortable with is just pushing things off, and like we were brushing up on earlier, just thinking that the opportunity that's present now is gonna be there in the future.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm not comfortable with taking that risk and doing what I want to do now, but I know it'll be there 6 months, a year down the road, so I'll just do it then. So instead of just keep pushing off the opportunities that we could attack now, I just feel like it's just better to take action and just go at what we need to go at and work towards.
Yeah.
Because time is the only thing that you can't buy.
Yeah.
You only get one life. You only get one go at this thing. So if you keep pushing things off for the future, you're ultimately going to set yourself up to be more stressed out and miserable in the future, because you're not achieving what you want to achieve in the present time because you keep pushing it off for the future. So while everybody else is out there going after it, getting to the money, just getting it, hopping in their bag, and you're pushing it off 6 months, a year down the road, and they're attacking it, you're the only person getting left behind. You're the only person getting left out.
Right.
So instead of just pushing it off, man, and just thinking that the opportunity that's given to you now is always going to be there, just go ahead and attack it. Like you said, life is not hard once you just get a game plan, just find what you want to do and just attack it, and just find a system and just a game plan to just attack what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, life is, I don't think it's difficult.
Life has its up and downs,
It
but
have its up and down naturally.
we can't label life hard.
I don't think life is hard though.
Yeah.
And most of the difficulties we do have, we bring on ourselves. Like I was saying in probably in the past episode, where we're not just looking at the small things, we're not looking at those little things that lead to those big things. If we go ahead and nip those big things in the bud, and hey, bro, it's not those. No, I mean those little things in the bud. We ain't got to worry about a lot of those big things that come along.
Yeah. And like I was listening to a podcast earlier. It was like, you either can maximize on your gifts and talents that you have, or someone else is gonna use your gifts and talents to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
So if I don't take opportunity and tackle and understand what my gifts and talents are, somebody's gonna look at me and they're gonna see the gifts and talents and what I bring to the table and use it for their own benefit. So if you don't have enough courage, you don't have the mentality yet to just understand your gifts and your mentality, your gifts and talents, someone else is gonna use that to put you under their corporate ladder and ultimately bring them money. So just understand what your gifts and talents are, man, and just run that up. Like, don't let somebody else benefit off of what you bring to the table.
Exactly, bro. So pretty much, don't be that guy. Like, don't be that person that take that for granted. And one thing I did learn when I worked at that marketing firm, bro, and I was about to get ready to leave, and I was asking, should I go back to school? I was talking to the CEO. Should I go back to school? Or should I do want to stay here though, but I want to go back to school too, blah, blah. And he was talking to me. He literally said, I'll never forget this. He said, school always gonna be there. It's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. Chance to be an entrepreneur is not always gonna be there. Not saying that it won't be, but most of the time, at some point, stuff get a little bit more riskier. That's why I'm saying it's easy to take stuff serious at an earlier age. Because if you take stuff serious at an earlier age, you could take more risk because you have less responsibility. As you get older, you gain responsibility. So if you're gonna wait until you 35 or 30, whatever, when you have kids and you have a family, it's naturally you're not gonna want to take as many risks because you have a family dependent on you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's easy to take risks while you're younger. So by the time you're older, you're like, you know what? It's cool. If I lost while I was younger, I could get it back. I got time. When you older, it's like, damn, bro, I got people depending on me. I got family feed. And that's just kind of what it is. We got to be willing to take those risks now because we got to understand that school and stuff like that. I'm not saying don't go to school. But I do know if you got entrepreneurial dreams or you got dreams to do something else, you got dreams to be a rapper. So I don't know.
Yeah.
If you got dreams to do any of that, go ahead and do it now while you're young, dog. Like, do it now. Because, shit, at the end of the day, if you 17, 18, and you like, shit, I don't know what I'm about to do, but I know I could try to go after this dream that I wanted. If it don't work out, what's the worst that happen? You go to school when you're 22 years old?
Yeah. It's easier to chase your dreams and stuff when you in your early 20s. Now, it might look a little crazy. You in your 30s and 40s, and you out here
Trying to be a rapper.
Trying to get it off the ground and stuff. So that's why I just take the opportunity that like comes with you first. Like, don't push it off for the future and just think that the opportunity that presents itself now is always gonna be there. Because like I said, trying to chase your rap career at 20 is gonna look a lot different than you trying to chase your rap career at 35, 40. It's gonna be a complete different circumstances. It's gonna be a complete different view, and it's gonna be a whole different paradigm for you.
Something I want to say just about rap. Hey, first of all, make sure your microphone. Look at it. All right,
Yeah,
cool. All right, so one thing I wanted to say, because you just said something about rap, and you know we were talking about this earlier this week. Know when to stop, dog.
Oh, you gotta.
You're not good, and that's okay. And do you when you got a friend that going after their dream, you know how we tell people to go after it, bro, go do it. But some stuff take talent.
Yeah. Need a little bit of talent.
Need a little bit of talent for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all folks rapping. I ain't talking about nobody specific. I ain't talking about nobody specifically.
Oh, you get specific.
People rapping, and I just feel like they don't have good friends around them because I'm saying, like, who's not telling them that this shit's bad?
Yeah.
Am I wrong if you rapping, BJ, and I go, bro, this shit's not good? Am I wrong for that?
Nah, please tell me before I drop.
Like,
Tell me this
like,
is
you
horrible.
having fun. Like, me and BJ, we be in the studio time. We be rapping this shit just for hell of it. This is fun. But even though we still be telling each other, like, hey, don't say that. Or, like, that shit not hard, you know?
Yeah, you should say this.
Like, just be honest. But I feel like a lot of y'all have a terrible choice of friends where they just being yes men around you. You can't have a whole bunch of yes men around you. You gotta have some people that can tell you no.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have those people that can tell them no. Don't have just yes men around you because they gonna be your detriment. Really, they gonna be your detriment. That's detrimental to have yes men around you.
Yeah, and that's dangerous to have a whole camp or a whole group of people that's around you and they just telling you what you want to hear rather than what you need to hear. So if I'm around a group and it's just no push or pull, everything's just, every idea that I got is just brilliant and great. And there's no like just back and forth and just determining what we're talking about. That's not a good friend group to be around. Like, be around a friend group that's gonna tell you, man, I don't know about that, man. Like,
yeah,
that might not be the best thing to do right now.
For sure.
Rather than someone just being like, yeah, man, that sounds great. Hey, go do it.
Yeah,
hey.
don't. And most of the time, this go into like being cautious, right? Now, being cautious is different from being scared, bro. And that's what I need people to realize this. This is with anything. So, like, say you about to start a business. I'm gonna bring it full circle around back to friends.
Yeah.
Say I'm about to start a business and I'm about to do something. I'm not being scared if I'm being cautious. Being cautious is really literally what causes people to drift. Only people that drift or drifters are people that don't have a solid foundation. They're not people that only drift. Being cautious allows you to have a solid foundation because you're able to get everything that you get into, or most of the stuff that you get into is going to be solid due to the fact that you were cautious about getting into it because you're making sure that it has a solid foundation. So when I'm about to start a business and I'm talking about starting a business and I may come to you and be like, bro, you know, shit, we need to make sure we have some reserves. We need to make sure we're doing this. That's me being cautious. I'm not being scared. Yeah. I'm not saying let's not start it, but let's make sure we're at this point, or at least not even at this point. We got to deal with the point that we are at, and what are the solutions that we have with the point that we are at.
Yeah.
So say if we got a project coming up, we need at least 20,000 in reserve or 100,000 in reserve. If we don't have that in capital, in cash, cold cash, all right, how can we make this 40,000 work?
Yeah.
It's about me being cautious. Because being scared is, oh, I need to wait till I get to this point, to this certain point, rather than saying, how can I make what I have work?
Yeah.
Being cautious is about making a plan to use what you have work. Now, this is how I bring this full circle. Because a lot of us don't be cautious, and where this is most detrimental at is the people that we hang around. We're not cautious. It's like we just willy-nilly hang around everybody. No, we have to be able to choose who we hang around. We have to choose who is in our circle, because our environment is who we are most of the time, and that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Right? Now you can, and the best way to change your environment, if you can't get out of where you're living, is to actually change the people that you're hanging around, because I guarantee you some good people around you that you don't hang out with. You choose to hang out with anybody. You're not cautious about who you're being around, who you're putting yourself around, what type of energy you're around. Right? So I mean, being cautious is not being scared. We have to be cautious in life. We have to be. How you feel about that? Or you think we gotta be cautious or what?
I'm gonna take this a little outside of business. I ran into that playing basketball.
Right.
So I'm playing with my friend. He's from out of town. So I'm basically giving him the rundown of everybody who we're playing against. I'm like, okay, this guy right here, if he gets an open lane, he's gonna go ahead and dunk the ball.
Yeah.
This guy right here, he's gonna go ahead. He could shoot.
Yeah.
He could shoot the ball. This guy right here, he can score from anywhere. He'll drive it. He'll cross you up. He'll shoot the three. He'll do a layup. So my guy goes ahead and tells me, he said, hey, man, you got to stop all that. Like, I'm not worried about no one out here or I'm not scared of no one that's out here on the court. I say, it's not me being scared of what's on the court. I'm just telling you, I done seen what these guys do, and I'm just telling you, preparing you, just being cautious and just letting you know what they're capable of doing, just so you're ready for it and not surprised. Right. It's not me being scared or worried about what their talents are and stuff. I'm just letting me being a friend, I'm letting you know what they're capable of and what to expect from them. I'm just giving you the heads up. That's like a coach giving somebody the game plan or giving you the scouting report before the game.
For sure.
I'm not about to let you go in there blind. I feel like I wouldn't be a friend. I just let you go in there blind. Oh, this dude shoot a three and you playing off with your back turned to him because you think he can't shoot. No, this guy right here can shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. And he thought I was just being like scared or intimidated by the other team by telling him that. And I was just basically telling him, I was like, no, I'm just letting you know what the other team's capable of and what they're known to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think you're scared. In that scenario, I don't think you're scared because you're out there playing against them.
Yeah.
If you're scared, you're like, nah, bro, I don't want to play against them. Nah, you just let them know. You give them the idea of what's going on. What am I coming up against?
Yeah.
You're being cautious. Being cautious is super important, bro, and that's big. Like, especially in sports. That's why you get scouting reports.
Yeah.
What you think? A coach gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna give y'all no scouting report because we're not scared of nobody.
Yeah, we're not scared of nobody. Go out there and just knock them down.
Like, that's not a plan.
Why wouldn't I tell you?
We need a plan, guys, when we going into something. Now, a lot of times people get caught in that paralysis analysis that's where being cautious, it's a thin line. Thin line between being scary and getting paralysis analysis and being cautious. So we just got to make sure that we are being cautious, but we don't want to be too cautious to the point where we get paralysis analysis and never get started. So, hey, that's just something right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's just something I see that a lot. Be cautious because who you pick, because when you started something, just be cautious. Don't be scary though. Be cautious.
Yeah, don't get stuck in the thought. Like, make sure you're taking actionable steps towards like the thought, the idea, the goal, the plan that you had in place. Don't be scared to step out there and just go ahead and try it. Like, don't just freeze. Go ahead and take those actionable steps and go ahead and try it out and see what it may lead to.
For sure. But hey, man, I guess we seem like we done been for a while, man. So
yeah, we done been here.
I feel like we gave them enough because we got to keep saving. We can't just give it all out to y'all right now. But listen, what I do want y'all to do is please subscribe to our own. Not my own. Dumbass. Nah, please subscribe. Nah, I was just joking now. But please subscribe to the YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube, guys. Like, leave a comment, especially about what we're saying. And like I said, if you guys share this with 5 people, show me that you share this with 5 people and you subscribe. The first 3 people to do it, I get send y'all $50
or $50 V-Bucks. 50 V-Bucks.
Dumbass, whatever. But listen, whatever it is, I want you guys to make sure that you guys are liking, subscribing, commenting. And then if you are listening on audio platforms, please be sure to give out 5 stars, comment, and just make sure that you guys giving us some good feedback. And send it out, man. Send it out. We want to get this out to more people. We're trying to change mindsets for the better and just let people know that you do not have to be perfect to be successful. All right? So make sure y'all go follow us on Instagram at _on-the-porch. Follow us on Instagram there. Please show us love there. And guys, you guys can follow me on Instagram at gi.mike_
BJ Real. _BJ Real.
For sure, but hold on, wait, we tripping. We gotta give them something.
All right.
Make sure you give something. I guess I'll start off, right?
I'll start off.
Go.
So make sure you don't let someone else realize it before you do. Understand the gifts and talents that you have and that you are gifted with. Don't let someone else maximize and benefit off of your gifts and talents without you noticing what you bring to the table. Understand what you bring to the table. Understand and learn your gifts and talents, man, and just maximize that. And don't let anybody just step over you and just use your gifts and talents for their own benefit. Know what you got, know what you're working with, and know your self-worth.
For sure. And I'm going to give y'all this real quick, right? Overflow start with abundance, right? I was listening to a sermon not too long ago, and that's something they said, and it set with me. Not abundance. Boom. Overflow starts with obedience. What I mean by that is, guys, when you're obedient, you get overflow. You get the rewards. You get the fruits of your labor. But until you're being obedient, actually going out there and going after what you know your purpose is, then you won't start getting that overflow. You won't start getting that stuff because God or whatever you got, the universe, God is giving us an opportunity to get the things that we want. But sometimes we wait and think that God is trying to wait on we're saying, dang, we wait on God, but really God went on us.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to give. I'm not trying to make it to a sermon or nothing, but overflow starts with obedience. So we just got to get started. Basically what it's just saying, just go get started. Go ahead, don't wait too long because your blessing's not going to start coming in until you go get started. But it's been a tremendous episode.
Great podcast. Good podcast.
Great
podcast.
episode. Phenomenal episode. But we going to get out of here. We'll be back next week, of course. And we going to bring some more game. We going to bring some more game to y'all, man. So make sure y'all please tune in. Comment if you think that BJ won with he shouldn't have left school.
Stay in school.
And y'all just say, if I won, say we know. Simple.
What would y'all do in real life?
What would y'all do?
Full scholarship, taking risks.
It's up to you guys. But, hey, contact us, hit us up. But we better go out here. We got shit to do. Peace.
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Trace.